Hello friends, my name is Shivam from DevOps Schools and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials or any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@devopsschool.com. Thank you.
Anyone give me suggestion for it?
Create ticket manually.
No. That's not good. No, manually is like it's not a CI at all. Remember, automated build, automated testing. Nothing should be manual. So what you can do, I'll just tell you the logic. Find a command, create Jira ticket. You have to find a command to create a Jira ticket. Put this command in jobs and only if job failed. This you can do here. So this plugin is also, if you look at the concept of plugin is also doing nothing but they are triggering this command on behalf of you. So if you get this command to create a Jira ticket and put it in this job configuration itself, in the Jenkins job configuration only, when the Jenkins job is failed, then you have to trigger that post script, something like that. Post script. If Jenkins job is failed, then you can apply some post script, like you can go and check post script in editable build section. I showed you yesterday here. Advanced option, see here, prescript, postscript, you can put it up. So in that case, it will create a job, create a ticket based on the failure. Now, how can you get that command? So that Jira you have to ask. Jira command line to create a ticket. Simple. And Jira supports that API call actually. And you will get this all this thing. Here you have so much of content on how to create a ticket here. See here. This is the content, you got it. You have to fill that proper information. Let's say username, what was that? DevOps, and password was ops123, and project key was DHL. Okay, DHL. Now this is the project key and summary of stuff, and this is your REST API of your Jira. So that way you can get it started and do that. Did you understand this, the concept? Make sense? Understood, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. One more thing I'm doubting. I'm just because this plugin was very much stable and still I'm not able to get that. One thing, let me check. DHL. DHL. There's a spelling mistake. No. DHL. Here. This is a DHL. DHL. I just type it. Okay. And here username is DevOps. Here, this is the one, this is the one, this is the one. Save it. Build now. This is expected because you have to pass it. there's a lack in the documentation also, but if you keep trying it, this is the Jenkins open source, so nothing can be done. We cannot blame anyone actually. But this is a past one. Mail is failing because I have removed that. That's a different case. Now I'm just manually I have entered. I did not pass. I did not. Um I did not copy paste. I'm just checking. Oh no. Okay, no problem. So let me check in the offline also. But yes, good that we got it's not working, so we could discuss the alternative way. So you can do like this also. Nothing can be done by the plugins which cannot be done by the manual command line also. So yes. Okay, now I will integrate SonarQube. So this is the SonarQube. Now this integration, let me I'll discuss. So what is SonarQube? SonarQube is a code review tool. Now when it is a code review tool, then you need what? You need a one component which is called SonarQube. Then you need a one component which is a source code. And third component which is you need a scanner. Okay, now conceptually I'll tell you in detail. You have a videos of mine. I'll show you the link for it. You can read it and understand know more about the SonarQube, because I cannot teach you SonarQube right now because of the time constraint. So here understand this. This is a SonarQube. This is your laptop, and here you have a source code. Let me put it. Now third component scanner. Scanner is also is here. When you run scanner on the source code, think about it. Then scanner read the source code and get the idea about the source code, and then go to server and get copy the rules from here and code on code, and then generate the reports. These reports go back to the database of SonarQube, and from that here it display on the dashboard of the SonarQube. That is the typical things which happen. Again, code, scanner, SonarQube server. Three component is needed to make it working. Now here this laptop, now for us it will become a Jenkins server. So in a Jenkins server you should be having code, you should be having scanner. SonarQube server is already up and running at certain location. Okay, so now what do we do now? Same thing, nothing else. So but before that I need to have a code. Now I'll go for the GitHub. You know that location. Morning only I have spoken all the sample programs where to get it. So I need a SonarQube source code. So this is a Java program and this is property I need it. So I'm using this source code. And scanner, SonarQube server is here already here, and scanner we need it, right? So scanner I'm going to install it. How? You know it. Let me remind you. Manage Jenkins. Any tools you want to install, this option, global tool configuration. Why we don't have? Because the plugin is not installed. I did not install the plugin of SonarQube. So go to the dashboard, manage Jenkins, and manage plugin. Under the available tab, SonarQube. Here it is. I think this will work. First one. SonarQube is being installed. Done. Jenkins, my Jenkins, configure. Now, the moment you install the SonarQube, here you will get a scanner. This is sorry, not here. You get in the global tool configuration. So first thing, install it, configure it. So let me configure the SonarQube with the SonarQube. Here it is. Now name, Sonar, URL, and here there is some issues again. Same thing again. It's completely experience which will help you to work on the Jenkins. Nothing you can do here. So if I click on here, then nothing happens because it should pop up actually. So what is happening? Why it's not working? The reason is very simple. Let me remind you, those plugins which we are using actually many times is not properly and thoroughly getting developed and tested. So because of that, we could find out the alternative for make it working. Now, for that reason only, we have a CloudBees which serves you the enterprise scale of plugins. Now, I believe in DHL you must be having CloudBees Enterprise Jenkins. Am I right? Am I correct? Guys, are you there?
Yes, we need to check. Not sure.
Yeah. Just check. Go to the bottom section of your Jenkins page, and here you see the Jenkins CloudBees version will be there. So that way you can make it out. But right now it's not popping up. So I told you there's an alternative. I found out. I will first go and create a token. So go to the credential. Go to the Jenkins. Click on the global configuration, and here adding the credentials. Now, what is the credential? I have a token actually. So here it should be token. So token, I have a token for SonarQube. Actually, I have a password, but SonarQube, I know that it required a token. That's one of the problem. So here you go to the SonarQube and ask a token for the tool itself. So I am just going to SonarQube user ADMIN. Password is also ADM, and this is the inbuilt actually. And I will ask a token. Click on it. My account, security, token I am creating for Jenkins. Generate a token, copy the token, and then come back and then give the token. Give the token for SonarQube description. Save it, then come back. This is the way. I'm so sorry, I'm not able to show you the exact flowless because UI, this is the way Jenkins work. You cannot do anything about it. I cannot do here anything. So this is a good exposure you get a learning. Now you got this one. So now it's okay. SonarQube. Now advanced option, you can check many other stuff not needed though, and save it. Guys, done. So did you understand this second part of it? Configuring plugin. Now, before using, I told you as per the architecture, we need a scanner also. So go to the Manage Jenkins. Global tool configuration. And do you see scanner? Here it is. And scanner. I will let automatically install because Jenkins can take care of things. Done. Okay, guys. Now finally use it. So now let me create a job, and here the job is scan. Style, click OK. Now source code management, I have it. Git. Triggers, I have already explained you all this thing. I'll skip it. Environment, we'll talk about it. Build. Here see, I told you very simple. Whenever you run scanner on the source code, so please read this. Which option I should do that? Which option I should use it in the build section?
Execute SonarQube scanner.
Yes, that's all. That's all. And you must be having these fields, and you are tends to fill something, but don't fill anything because you have no idea right now what about the task to run, Jenkins, or all this thing. For this idea, you need to know deep dive into the SonarQube. Right now, I have designed my project in a certain way without a filling. Also, this one you can do the things. But if you want to know task to run, so if you have a SonarQube integrated with the Maven, then you can run Maven sonar like this. Just for getting idea. But right now it's not required because it's a I have designed that project like that. So save it. See SonarQube, if you click, nothing happens. Here you click, nothing happens. But I will build it. Remember, I'm not building this project. I'm just scanning the source code for the potential bug. And you see, build number one, go to the console output. Always you get a habit of console output, and you see that everything. See, the scanning has started here. Scanning has started here, and it has posted also, it has posted also. So can I go to the job? Now can I click on this? And you see here, now in the code, what I had in this source code, here, I have a 4 issues in the code. How much of work date we have? 1 hour of issues, it can be fixed. And in detail, if you want to know, these are the 4 issues. Who's the culprit? Let me find out the culprit. So this culprit has introduced this code, bad code, 4 years ago, and his name is Rajesh. And the date, time, what is the issues? This is issue. How can you fix it? So you have all this information. Now, if you want to know SonarQube, again, I'll show you only one location for every time which you want to know anything in DevOps. Come to this place. You will find my previous recording about the SonarQube. And these are the video, 3 hours video, 2.5 hours video. If you want to learn SonarQube. Here. Okay. So guys, second tool is integrated successfully. Any questions on this? Any questions on this? Any questions on this?
None for me. So Rajesh, basically what for all the plugins what you do is just download the install the plugin and then use it, right?
Yes. Rule is very simple. Please follow. Install the plugin, configure the plugin, and use the plugin in a job whichever way you want it.
So
That's all.
So all plugins are always like this.
Always like this. But one more thing, just like I said, no, this rule will apply only if you know the SonarQube or Jira better. So in the Jira, because if you're integrating that tool also you should know about it, because that way it will help you to configure efficiently and faster.
Okay. Thank you.
More questions, guys? Okay. So can I do now Artifactory front? Any questions in SonarQube? No? Okay, I will do then Artifactory. Now let's check it out, Artifactory. So first thing, guys, how many of you have worked with Artifactory? Let me have a voting here. So next topic is Artifactory. Now Artifactory is a tool where we archive the packages, correct? So now let's do this Artifactory integration also. Same rule I will apply. Install plugin, config plugin, use plugin. That's all. So now let's get started. So this is the Jenkins. Now I have a one job compile, which was failing from long time because of Jira, but I'll make it working. And here, oh, I have one more job package already, so I can use that one. Package. Let me create a new one. Install, deploy. Click OK. Build. Source code management. Source code management we are going to use as yesterday, that is here it is, repo maven and deploy, and done. Okay, so this is the job which I have got ready to create this thing, Artifactory. So I'll put it in a step so you'll remember this one. Now, what is Artifactory, how Artifactory works, all this thing you can take it offline. You have my videos also, you can check it out and learn. But today we'll focus on the integration of Artifactory on Jenkins. So first thing, I'll put it in this way, install plugins. And then second, configure plugin. Okay. Third one, locate repo, group ID, artifact ID, and one more thing, version, etc. And what should be done? Goal name, ambient, deploy. This is the fourth step. Now, ambient deploy is a part of the Maven implementation. This is a part of the Maven implementation. Configuration plugin in Jenkins, install plugin Jenkins. These two you will go and set it up in the Jenkins. Now, why we are here talking about the Maven implementation? Because your project is based on the Maven. Maven Artifactory understand very well with Maven. So now first let's go to the Artifactory and create a prerequisite. So this is the Artifactory. Here it is the Artifactory. Go to this location. And login. Password, login. That's all. Now you have to have a repository created. So I'm creating a repository for all of us. Okay, and that repository is admin local repository. Here Maven, you see rest of the things is deactivated. Why? Because free version. If you go for the pro version, you can have it. But right now I don't need anyone else but Maven. And then here all DHL all. And here I just don't fill anything, don't confuse anything. That's all. So here this is the DHL repository. I got it here. And the URL of the DHL repository is so guys, this is the repository where you want to deploy a package on Artifactory. This is the username and password. This is the URL. That's all. So with that information, let's install and configure it. So let's go to the Jenkins now. Hardcode that rule. Manage Jenkins. Manage plugin. Available tab. Artifactory. See here, Artifactory plugin is there. Installed without restart. Artifactory plugin is dependent on some other plugins also, you see here. almost done. Installation done. That means step 1 is done. Can I configure it? Go to the Jenkins, manage Jenkins, configure systems you might not be having, may having, because Artifactory has some implementation at the job level also. So let's check it out. You see here, do you have Artifactory? Let me search RT factory. Here it is, and locate this. And what is the Artifactory ID? So give the ID Artifactory, whatever it is, URL. Here. Now user ID and password you have to have. So I'll use the default deployer and password. Okay, can I test this connection? See, there is a problem, and there is either an incompatible or no instance of Artifactory at the provided URL. This URL is wrong. So now if you check this, what is saying, so you have to put it the Artifactory instance like this. Like this. Oh, no. Like this. So this is the one. Let me check. Now found Artifactory 6.1.2. That's the correct one. Save it. So that way you have to fix it. Now, second thing is this is done. Now locate repo. So repo already I have it. No, here it is. Locate repo and group ID. What is a group ID? So group ID you will get it from the source code only. Source code, right? So that's a Maven project. So where is that? Where is that Maven project? Here it is. So look at this here. All this information you get from the Maven project. So I must write it down here also. So you should not waste locating the time here and there. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, now look out the pom.xml here. And what is the group ID? This is the one. And if you don't understand the Maven terminologies, what is a group ID, what is artifact ID, you can watch my video on Maven. I'm so sorry I'm not able to teach you all the tools, but our focus for the day and yesterday was Jenkins. So Jenkins is an integration tool, so you need to know all the tools which you are integrating. That is for sure. So now you see here, we got every ingredients whatever I needed. This is called coordinates, Maven coordinates. I got all this thing, and this is the goal name. So finally, with this information, I'm going to configure the job. So let's configure the job, which is the last step. So now with Maven deploy. If you're not getting something and if you're getting confused, please stop me. But the process is very simple. Go here, which job, deploy job. Configure it, build. Here I'm not deploying because deploy will fail because Maven, I'm not configuring Maven setting.xml. So someone yesterday was talking about the setting.xml and all. So this you can do in the setting.xml also. But right now I'm not talking about the Maven integration with Artifactory. I'm talking about the Jenkins integration with Artifactory. For that, here I'll create only package. Let me validate this job is working or not. Package is ready or not. Let me validate.
To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the 3D99 plan and grow your skills immensely.
Build is in progress. Here, success. Can I check the package you have it or not? Target. See the package is here, yodel 215.jar. Okay, so package there. This package I need to push to the Artifactory. This one, yodel 215 jar. This package I need to push to the Artifactory. So for that, deploy. Right now it is not being pushed. Let me show you here. Go to the search option. Let's browse. And here, see, nothing is there. You cannot explode it altogether. So can we go to Jenkins configuration? Now where the things will happen? So you can do that post build action. And do you see somewhere Artifactory options? Do you see? So I am not able to locate it. So if you're not able to find it here, then you will find in the build section. So here post build is not there. Okay, let me show you here one more time. No, then you will find it here for sure. And here you have invoke Artifactory Maven. This is what you are looking for it. So let's click. Now, what is the root PEM? This is this is not I want actually. What is happening here? It's invoking the Maven, and Maven I have already here. So home.xml Maven ops. This is not I needed because the Maven integration is not Artifactory integration with Maven. It's a Maven integration with Artifactory. So I want Jenkins integration with Artifactory. So here you see, let me check that I should get upload artifact, something like that. So do you see something has come up? Something has come up. I don't see here. Let me check one more time. I might have missed out. So sometimes different releases, they push it here and there. So publish, no. GitLab, no. Email notification, no. Here, no. That means that option has not come. Uploader has not come. So go to the manage Jenkins. Let's validate. Did I install the right plugins? I'll check this. Artifactory. Artifactory. And here, I think I have installed already the right plugin. And here you see the plugin allows you to build, deploy artifacts, resolve dependency. So it's the right plugin. There's no problem, but that functionality is missing. I'm wondering why, but no problem. I have an alternative also. In Jenkins, there's so many ways actually one task you can get it done. So just again, let me validate one more time. Is this really missing or am I missing something? So here invoke. One more time. And post build action. Let me try one more time. Here. No, it's for sure. I checked multiple times. So now what I'm going to do, just checking this. Found.xml. Goal name deploy. Deploy. This will not work. This will throw an error. But advanced Maven ops, nothing. Save it. Build now. I'm showing you the error first. See, it is error. See, it is error during deployer. So see here, build is success. After that, is trying to use this integration is disabled because of certain deployer is not there here. So let's check this out actually. RT factory app. Huh. So this is the trigger, but I'm not looking for the trigger. Huh, this one. So let's check it out. This one. I'm looking for this one. This is I need it. So very carefully target so here, so it was not coming. I just refresh once it started coming. So DHL all snapshot DHL, that's okay, and refresh repository, everything is okay, and save it. So now integration is almost done. And here it is. I set it up everything. Now it is showing you the deployer here. Now build it. So this is the way slowly, if you understand the different tools, integration will be possible. So now it's building and deploying, but again there's some error. But this error is, see here, earlier it was disabled, now it's enabled. Now what is the error here? Okay, this error, anyone has idea how to solve this error? Anyone has idea? How to solve this error? Guys, I need some help. If you're understanding me, what I'm doing. Adriel, any idea?
Wait.
Anil?
Can I see the error again?
Yeah, I see. No, you can see my screen. I'm sharing my screen. Soeb, Anil, Kang Shah.
It's need HTTPS.
Yes. Yesterday also we had these issues actually, right? So those are the things you have to fix. Yeah. So those are the things you have to fix it up. Okay. So here, whatever the Rajesh you're using, you should not be using, and then save it. So yes, this is how you solve integrate. Remember, for Jenkins, you need to know all other tools to integrate it. If you are not doing it, then it will not be able to do that. Now see that error is gone, but we got a different error, and it says connection refused. Okay, connect to this one is refused, connection refused. So what is the error? I provided the right right URL, but it's still not taking up. So can I check this? So here transfer failed. Just read the error. Let's deep dive into that. Don't get scared from the error. Just must be something wrong, right? So here is trying to deploy this URL. Okay. This URL. Now, do you have this URL? This URL, do you have this URL? Okay. So from where it is coming actually? So you have to check this from where it is coming. So it is coming from here. Okay, so all this you have to check it out. Now what I'm going to do, I'm not going to show you more error. I'm directly hitting to the sweet spot and fixing all of these issues. So let me tell you what to be done. First thing, modify pom.xml with repo. Second, modify ting.xml with uh, access. Done. That's all. So I'm doing right now quickly. So what is my repository? My repository is this one. So now quickly, okay, see here, that error will go. Now we get the different error that is expected, or that permission is already I've set it up. Build number 6, console output, test done, and this time you got this unauthorized access. So what I said, setting.xml. Can I do that? So go ahead and do that. How can you do that? So setting.xml, so maven location, I need it in this file. So where's my mbn? I'm looking for the maven location. Just a second, give me 2 seconds. Okay, so if it is not, then there's a configure. User ID and password is not passing. That's a problem. Save it. Build now. I need a path for the maven, and I got this path here. Here. So maven path is here. And I go to the maven path, vi. Oh, this is not the machine. I have to use the Jenkins machine for it. Okay, EC2 -user sudo -s here conf. This is the maven setting.xml. I modify. Now here I go to the server component. I'm not explaining you in detail, I know that, but I'm just trying to build your ideas how and which are the things you need it to integrate it, all these things. So you need to know Artifactory, you need to know Jira, you need to know all these tools. So that is a requirement actually. Without that, it's very difficult to work with the integration because you need to have a complete knowledge on that entire stack. So how to work with the Jenkins, I am teaching you the approach in which you will follow this. So now what is the username of my Artifactory? So Artifactory username is admin password. Admin and password. Here, one more thing. Form.xml, and here is Ravi. Ravi, copy, paste, and save it. Now, can I build now? Eight number build, console, success. Can I test now? Refresh. And here, see, package, you got it. So guys, this is the way you can integrate with Jenkins with Artifactory. By the way, let me tell you here, you must be wondering how many steps I'm doing it. So how do I remember it? Or do we have any step-by-step guide? Yes, I can help you with one URL, but again, you have to know Maven little bit of it, Artifactory little bit of it to understand every tutorials, whatever you have. So here, upload Nexus. Upload Artifactory. Not this. This is working. Okay. So here you see Nexus replaced with Artifactory. Same process. There is no change here. I did first one in form.xml. I introduced this code, which is Maven code here. In the second one, setting.xml, I introduced this code, which I showed you. And then after that, ambient deploy, you have to use it. Ambient deploy. This is the one. That's all. Rest of the things will be done by tool itself. So guys, this was the integration with Artifactory. One more time, I must try this one. Compile this Jira integration. Let me check that. There's one in this. There's one thing has come, which I was not reading it, and that is called. Just a no, that is not there. No problem. Okay, so Jira things, I'll check that which version has a compatibility. I'll come back on this. Okay, so any questions on this integration part now? Now you understand that will you be able to integrate now without any problems any tools with Jenkins? Do you understand the format? Do you understand the process which you need to follow and stuff like that? Any tool specific integration you want me to demo you, please speak up and I will do that for you. I'll try for doing that.
Hi, Rajesh.
Yes.
Is there any simple guide on how we can write the Jenkins plugin?
Jenkins file?
Jenkins plugin.
Okay, Jenkins plugin. Okay. So so first thing you have to know a few things. Java, core Java you need to learn. Second thing you need to learn Groovy. Okay. And then after that you have to using this you write a program and then create a package, and then package we have to convert into HPI. HPI means Hudson plugin interface. So whatever the functionality you want to write it, you put it in the HPI and then you upload it. Now the question is how to learn Java and Groovy not, but how to getting started this plugin development, so that there's a complete repository is available from Jenkins itself. So you can use that one. So here, and just to follow here, There's a complete guidelines for that, because in order to write a Jenkins plugin, you need to know the Jenkins code also, Jenkins code, like where you want to display what. So in this case, Jenkins code you can find on the GitHub, Jenkins GitHub, and you can go through this project and you can write it. Here is the code which you have. This is the code. So you have to go through this code and get it done. So these 2-3 URLs will help you to get developer plugins in Jenkins.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. More questions, guys? Okay. Any other integration which you are looking for? Adriel?
Actually, we're as like Chris questioned before, right? We also want to learn on nodes and
Yeah, that is upcoming topic. I will talk about it. Let me
okay.
complete the integration part, because remember, Jenkins is very strong in integration, and we all use Jenkins because of integration feature only. So I just want to finish this topic in some time and then move on to the next topic. Anil, any questions?
For now, no.
Su Hui?
No.
Ko Kang? Yeah, Shai?
No, madam.
Krish? 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 Shoaib?
No, not from my side.
TY?
No question.
Okay, thank you. So now it's a rapid round now. So I'm not going to be slow now, because ultimately goal was what? Goal was this one. So now my rapid round starts now, because you have to integrate, right? That's here. This is the rapid round. So let's get started. So I have a one. I'll create one more view. This is called rapid. Okay, just for the understanding and concluding this topic. Okay, and save it. There's no job right now. First, I'll create one job which will do the compilation. Okay, so let's do the compilation. Simple like this. Compilation, a test, and package. For that, we deploy, and after that, what do you want? Code coverage. Yes, code coverage. So these are the 5 jobs I'm going to create it rapid round as part of this. Okay, so now let's get started, and scan also. Sorry, scan first. Okay, scan first. So scan job I have already done. So let's add it. Where is that project? Here it is. Click OK. This job is done. Compile, I have it already. So add it. So how do I add it? It's should be UI actually for it, but the moment we delete that, UI gets disappeared. So no problem. I have another way to do that, and that is called compile. Okay, move to rapid. Okay. Just a second. Edit view, compile. Okay, done. Now test. Edit UT. Done. Package. Edit. Package. Now deploy. Edit. Just now, I do you remember the job name which just created for Artifactory? Was it this one? Okay, let's check it out. Here, deploy, code coverage. I'll create a new job. So now first let me check this. All the configuration compilation is happening or not. So here I see that compile is wrong and Jenkins integration is not working. So I'll leave it as it is. Build now. This project is okay. Now rapid compile is done. Scan is already in working condition. Now test. So let me see the first console output. See, one test cases results. But you know, this is having problem. The problem here is the test results should be shown here. So it's like if the person is not very comfortable reading this message, then it should be on display part, right? It should be on dashboarding. What to do? So now I'm integrating with the JUnit. How? Let me show you. So first, where is the JUnit test reports? Here it is. This is the path. So now you need to know JUnit. If you don't know the JUnit, you will not be able to integrate. Okay. So you need to know JUnit, UT configure, and there's so many options, guys. Endless options are there. That's the reason I'm saying endless options. It's completely upon your visualization. So where is the JUnit? JUnit here. Where is the XML reports? I'm giving the relative path. .xml all. Save it. Build now one more time. Now you see, you will get the dashboard reports on this unit test reports on the dashboard. And see at latest chat test results. See, this is the results. So now you got this in dashboard. UT integration is also done. Package. Where is the package? Go for the package. Now package is there. I see the package has been created here somewhere in target folder. See, this is the package. But the problem here is if the person is not comfortable with this UI part, then he'll get struggle. I need only package. So give me the package somewhere here. What do we do now? In post build, I will use this time archive this artifact. And the location where the package is lying target /star.jar. I'm putting everything so it will come automatically everything. And build now. Refresh. See, package you have got here. So now you see that functionality. I mean, again, I'm saying there is no certain, it's like not a TeamCity or Bamboo where you have a fixed functionality. In Jenkins, there's no fixed functionality. Try to understand that. It completely depends on your wish. You get a plugins and then use it. Okay. So now I'm just helping you to visualize that. Package is done. Deploy, I did it already, I think. So where is the deploy? Here. And yes, let me just see that if it's working. I think Artifactory, I made it working, right? Yes. See, uploaded to dab. So that's everything is working. Now, code coverage. Do we have any other tools? All this thing done. One is code coverage. So without spending more time, I'm just completing this code coverage also. So I need a sample project for the code coverage, which has a code coverage already inbuilt, and I have it, that one, sample demo labs project. And we are using Jacoco, which is very popular in the Java world. So Jacoco. It's not here.
Please enroll our general membership for $399 plan to get access of all the parts.
Along with that, you can access our other tutorials such as Docker, Ansible, Jenkins, Terraform, Splunk, AWS, Azure, and various other DevOps related premium tutorials with our channel membership. If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the 3D99 plan and grow your skills immensely. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.